Ladies and gentlemen, it is your favorite bearded man, the one, the only Bobbbaaaay. Today's topic I want to talk to you about today is leave the world a better place. And this was inspired by the recent passing of Mac Miller that happened yesterday. So before I even get into that, I want to take a moment of silence to appreciate him, what he's done for this world, for his family, friends, and everybody that is impacted by the loss of Mac Miller. Leave the world a better place, right? Something that I think we hear as a kid, or I think as we grow up, people always say that, do something that's going to impact the world, do something that is going to leave the world a better place than when you came into it. And although I understand that we all have different ambitions, and some of us will want to impact the masses, and then some of us might not have any interest or desire to do something of that scale, I still think it is our responsibility as human beings, as people, to do something to leave this world a better place. And it could be something as small as holding the door open for strangers, or sparking up a conversation with a stranger, or reaching out a hand when you see somebody's down on the ground. Maybe if you see somebody that's homeless, get some food for them, toss them. I don't know. It's how can we as people better this world? And somebody like him, Mac, if you're not familiar with his music, look it up on Spotify, SoundCloud, or YouTube. I preach positivity. I shove positivity down content throat, down everybody's throat all the time. But what really caught me off guard with his passing was the amount of people that it really disrupted the internet. And he was somebody that I listened to in high school. He was somebody that really impacted me in my early childhood. I mean, the high school years, I feel like for everybody are really these 4 years or 5 years that kind of set us on the course of direction for our life. And his music was so powerful. And I mean, I had posted a picture last night on my Instagram story of I wanted to be like him. He was a little bit older than me, I think 2 years older than me, but I had my beard nice and low like him. I had it lined up. I had the black Ray-Ban sunglasses. I had this striped sweater he had worn in a couple music videos. But it's actually beautiful on how many people, for somebody who's only 26 years young, how many people he impacted. And what the true beauty of it is that he left this world something that will live on forever, for the rest of life. His music, right? Like, that is something that can never be destroyed. It will continue to live on for the eternity of life. It'll be there. And I don't think there's anything more beautiful than to come into this world, create something. Maybe you're not an artist. Maybe you're not a podcaster. Maybe you're not a vlogger, blogger, a fashion designer, or whatever the case might be. But find a way to leave this world a better place in any capacity that you can. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the masses. It could be just impacting one person, a family member, a friend that needs help, a random stranger that you see that seems lost, or somebody that you could just tell is not doing all right. Being that person to step up and help. And it's almost like a drug. It feels good to help somebody. I really can't put it into words, the feeling of it. And that's something that even when I think back to my childhood, back in middle school, I don't know what it was, but I would reach. I don't know. I tried to help people when I could tell they were going through things. And when you're in middle school, right? I mean, you're talking about breakups or something stupid like that. But still at a young age, I had started to realize that I enjoyed helping people, and I enjoyed connecting with people and seeing what I could do to the table, trying to turn the negative situation into something positive. And I don't know. It's I did a recent podcast that I'll be sharing out once it comes out with somebody on his show, and he kind of asked me, how do you want to be remembered? And I sat there for a second. I was like, man, that's a good question. I'm always the guy that's asking the questions, and now I'm the one being asked the questions, and I'm like startled. And I still don't know how to put into words but I do want to be remembered as somebody who put it all on the line, who was just a genuine person, who was good to everybody, who put all the weight on his own shoulders and didn't really ask for favors. They did it the right way. Was just a genuine person, a caring person, and really who bettered the world. You know, if God forbid, right, like today was a day I would drive in the Uber streets and something happened or whatever, right, I would feel good knowing that I have something, that I've left this earth. Okay, my videos, my podcast, they don't have millions of plays, but they have impacted people. I've gotten DMs, I've had emails, I've had people comment on things. You know, it's like it's done something good for the world, right? And I think if we as people can find a way to do something with our lives, to find that career path, to find that passion, to find that purpose that we truly feel fulfilled from, that we love, but also in some way helps others, I think that's a job well done. And like I kind of said in the beginning of this video, I think it is our responsibility as human beings, as people, to help the world in any way that we can. It doesn't have to be money. It could just be your time. It could just be that willingness of reaching out to somebody. But it startled me, this whole, I'm a very positive person, and I try to always take negative situations and instantly just try to find the positive, because things just happen in this world and we can't control it. And the only thing that we can control is how we react to them, and how we take experiences and moments like this, a passing of somebody that we look up to, or a musician that we listen to, or a family member, or friend, or whatever. And what do we learn from it, and how do we adjust for the future? I hope something like this passing of Mac, or this video, or whatever, this podcast, or I hope it is just a little switch in somebody's head of just trying to find that thing, and trying to impact the world, and trying to leave this world a better place than when we came in. And like I said, we don't have to be doing it to the masses. You know, I'm somebody that really wants to do something like that scale. I want to do the masses. I really would like to change a lot of people's lives, but I also recognize that that's not the ambition of everybody else, and that's actually totally all right. People have to realize what's in their best interest, what is for them, what are they supposed to do on this earth, and from there, continue to move forward, make decisions, find the right career paths, do things that are going to make you the happiest. Because when you are the happiest, you give off a different energy to the world. You're a more friendly person, and you're just happy about everything. And so sometimes we just need to, moments like this, take a step back, breathe, appreciate what we have, appreciate the people around us, appreciate the art that inspires us every single day, appreciate the people that are putting this positive energy into this world, appreciate the people that are changing the world in this very moment. And recognize that this is the life's very precious. You know, this is it just happens. You know, we don't know what the next thing we don't know what the next chapter could be after the passing of us, right? But we do know that this is an expiration date. So I hope people take away from at least this. Find that thing. Find a way to give back to this world, because as much as we want things, t-shirts, cars, houses, vacation trips, we want all those goods, mostly the goods, not really the vacation trips, but the goods, the things. I heard in a recent podcast, somebody said, they're not going to drive a U-Haul behind you when you're on your way to the graveyard with all your stuff. And that was true. you're not bringing these things to the grave with you. And enjoy your life. Buy things that give you joy, that you really want. That's what you're supposed to do. But also at the same time, try to impact people. Try to be positive. Try to take moments like this and flip it and just be the best person you can possibly be. That's all I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this podcast was helpful. Please screenshot it, post it to your Instagram story, tagging @PurposeInTheYouth. Share it out. If you're on YouTube, comment, subscribe below. And that's all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, appreciate you guys always supporting the content. It's your favorite bearded man, the one, the only, Bobbbaaaay. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.